Hi, this is Chris Hill with Century 21 and the Chris Hill team. And this is and Bill Oostrink.
How you doing, guys?
This is your Southern Maryland Showcase of Homes. So today we have properties from all three counties, Calvert, St. Mary's, and Charles, that we're going to share with you. And so Bill, how are things going for you right now? What's up? Anything new?
Actually, good. Got a couple closings coming up in the next few weeks. Actually, really busy June, which means I had a busy end of April, May, right?
Yeah, right.
That's, I think that's one of the things people need to understand is that we don't determine when you close. Okay, your lender is the one who tells us when they can get things done, and the title company. But we like to think 30 to 45 days is the ideal time frame.
That's in our market, yeah, but that's pretty normal for us right now.
I think a lot of people. I have a buyer right now that's relocating here at the end of August, and they've said, "Oh, can we buy a house now?" And I said, "Well, you might be just a little early, right?"
Maybe, yeah.
But I don't think people understand that sometimes, and especially first-time home buyers, right? We'd like to make sure they're well informed and explain everything to them. So I think that's real important. So I think one of the things that we really like to put out to people is, you got to determine when you're ready, and then we can give you an idea of when we can actually get you in the house. I think the fastest I've ever seen anything I've ever done is about 24 days.
I've seen them faster, but it's very unique circumstances, right?
Right. I don't think people understand everything that goes on behind after you get that ratified contract. There's a bunch of work that you never see. And quite frankly, we don't really see it either. We know what's going on, but it's being done by lenders and title companies, et cetera.
Right.
So,
Well, on that note, before we get right into the properties, it's kind of funny because I read this article this week that first-time home buyers are all of a sudden coming out of the woodworks. We've been really slow on first-time home buyers over the last couple of years. And then this year, first of the year now, first-time home buyers are increasing at an exponential rate to repeat buyers. So I thought, so in doing that, we also kind of noticed that last week, I think all of our prices were in the 400s or up. This week we tried to keep everything in the 300s and try and just diversify a little bit, or under 400. And we'll hit different price points throughout the year as we do these. But why don't we, Bill, do you want to start with Charles County today?
Sure. We could do that. Let me go ahead and share the page. I think the other thing that we need to tell people, Chris, is that that in Charles County, I did a quick search before we got started here. In Charles County, there are about 395 homes on the market right now, which is low. But they're actually the highest in Southern Maryland.
Well, that's because, well, they're always the highest. They're normally around 700 though, right? Like somewhere around the 700 mark this time of year.
Right.
Yeah. So this house, actually, when I was looking at it, I love this house. It's 4 bedrooms. This is located in Hughesville, right?
Right off Oaks Road.
Oaks Road, right. So this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. It says I think it's over 2,000. I wanted to say it was like 2,946 square feet. That's a big house for this price. And it's listed at $329,900.
Right. And the other thing, Chris, is it's on 1.29 acres. So it's a big lot.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I love this kitchen. I don't know if you got a chance to see that. I love that kitchen. I'm a huge fan, and I might be. It's funny, Bill. It almost looks like, and I don't want to call it out, but is that gray or is it a different color? It looks like it's got that gray feel to it.
Yeah, the gray. We've had that talk many times. People ask us, what color should we be? It used to be builder's white, right? Everybody used builder's white,
right? But
now I think everybody's going towards a gray. Chris and I have talked about. We should come up, go to a paint vendor and say, okay, go look at this color. And I actually did that. I have a listing coming up here in a couple of weeks. And I actually gave them the name, sent them a link of a color. And I went and saw them last week, and their house is that color now. So
nice. So this might not be gray, but it's I can't quite tell from the pictures, but this is, your traditional older split foyer that's kind of been modernized, and they've done a really good job. I think the paint colors help. The hardwood floors look terrific. Looks like they've upgraded some of the fixtures and things, the light fixtures. Honestly, looks like windows are redone too. So this is a great house. I really, I look at this. I saw this on the pictures. This is like, I guess a sunroom or a multi-purpose room.
Hmm.
How great is that?
I love all the light there, and then it
Yeah,
goes
me
right out
too.
onto that deck. It's very nice.
Yeah, and two
Very
ceiling
nice.
fans. Actually, it looks like that's like a screened-in kind of porch out there, or at least a
Mhm.
covered porch. This is a really, honestly, when I saw it, I jumped out at me for its location and its price, and 1.29 acres in Hughesville. Um, that's a really good opportunity for somebody. I really do.
I think so too.
I do. I'm kind of impressed by it. Um,
I think one of the things you find in homes that are a little on the older side, Chris, is that um, people have made improvements, like what we're looking at with the screened-in porch and the that little bonus room, that sunroom. Those obviously probably weren't there when they built the house.
Probably not, right? Yeah.
Now they've added to it and made it, more. You won't see that in newer homes too much. People kind of, they throw some paint on it, maybe change the flooring a little bit, but as far as like adding things, that's not a norm.
So look, the builder in me recognizes, like the window trim around the windows, the crown molding in the bedrooms. Well, look at that. They redid that bathroom, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You don't usually see a corner tub in a split foyer. It's kind of unusual. That looks great.
Yep. And
shows up
as
really
my wife calls it, the toilet cabinet or the toilet closet. She said it's a marriage saver.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Right.
Oh, no, maybe I was wrong. So, but
no, it looked like it was still. Oh, I see the toilets there. Yep, you're right.
There it is. But okay, so probably a linen closet. So.
Linen closet. So doesn't have the marriage saver. That's all right. So then the bedrooms look good. Ceiling fans in all the rooms. This is a nice looking house. So if you're interested in the the Hughesville area, I said Charlotte Hall. Freudian slip, I guess. But if you're interested in that area, we'd love to show you this house. This is really a great piece of property. Why don't we, where do you want to go next? You want to go to Calvert or St. Mary's?
Let's go over to Calvert.
Okay.
One thing I want to say, you said Charlotte Hall, right? I thought one of the things I think is interesting is that, and I didn't know this, okay? It's something I've learned. I've lived here for 30 years and I found this out by being a real estate agent. That Charlotte Hall is actually in St. Mary's and Charles County.
Yep.
And it's the same zip code and everything else. It's just, but it crosses county lines, but the name of the town doesn't actually change, which I didn't know that.
We have, not to get into the weeds on that, but we have conversations all the time. The financing limits are different in in St. Mary's and Charles County, significantly so when it comes to the FHA limits. We've done some, I'm on SMAR, the Southern Maryland Association of Realtors. I've done some pushing for raising the FHA limit in St. Mary's County, because literally you can get a FHA loan in Charles County and right across the street for the same price you can't get it. So,
right.
But it's just because it's the same area. But
right.
All right. So where are we going? We're going to my listing in Calvert County, huh?
Yep. We'll give that one a look here. It's a nice property. I was looking at it earlier. I find it to be a lot of room in this one.
Yeah. Really so it's interesting. This one, I met these people a long time ago. I sold their kids' house in Upper Marlboro a few years ago. This house is really unique, and I think the outdoor space. So it's very private. It's got a private drive up. It's steep in the front. Let's be honest. It's a steep front driveway, but you're living in the backyard, and the backyard is just phenomenal. They've done a tremendous job of getting this house ready for market. All the clean things up, made it look really nice. Not that it wasn't before, but this is really a great opportunity for somebody. Right now it's on the market at $344,870. We wanted to try an odd number at the end. That's all it was. That's really where the 870 came from.
I actually had a client ask me that question once, how do you come up with prices? And I'm like, well,
the seller always comes up with the prices for us, but we just, we provide them information. But
and I think sometimes we tell, we'll have a seller that'll say, well, I want, 403. And I'm like, well, maybe if you went to 399, 999, because when people do their search, right, they're looking for, they're looking for things under 400,000, right? So that's a big point. Your house will pop up then. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the search criteria and what they're looking for. I was hoping we could get to the backyard on this thing because I really love the backyard. Scroll through those a little bit if you don't mind. Let's get
Sure,
there.
sure.
You can see the bedrooms are good size. So these are this house when it was built, they actually put good sized bedrooms in the house. So really, it's clean, and you see the wood flooring and stuff upstairs, and really a sharp house. I think
Well, and it's a what, almost zero point 0.7 acres, so it's a good size lot without being way too much to maintain, right?
right. I mean,
It's
this is right in St. Leonard, so it's centrally located. If you want to work uptown or work down in South, all of those locations are really
look at
good.
that fireplace. That's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah, it's really really nice.
That is really nice.
It's interesting. They have this house has an interesting floor plan. There's actually a family room in the front and like a formal, we'll call it formal, informal living room in the back. So it kind of makes it there. There it is right there. So it's kind of
Okay.
what I love about this is like for my living space, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
if I want to go watch another movie somewhere else, I can just walk in the other family room. But this is what sells me on this house. The backyard space is just beautiful.
Right.
He literally, the yard's like a golf course. I mean, I invited him over to my house to start taking care of my lawn. Um, it's just gorgeous. They did a great job. So,
Okay. And a pool.
yeah, it's got an above ground pool that's really nice, and they've cared for it and maintained it. Just a really, really great entertaining space. You can see, like I said, and it sits back a little bit from the road, which makes it very nice. I just like it a lot.
And in these times, having your own pool is better. I mean, I realized they
Right.
just said we could go back in pools, but only at like 25% capacity. And
Right.
in the neighborhood I live in, that's going to do nothing but irritate people.
Right.
Because they won't be able to get into the pool when everybody else seems to.
Yeah.
I just it'll be interesting. Look at that. That's a
Yeah.
lot of yard.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
big area there for, like, if you want to have cookouts and play
yep.
volleyball or anything. There's a lot of room to do that. Some
Yeah,
some
it's
lots you see,
perfect for that.
yeah, some lots you see are kind of chopped up, and it's hard to get the cornhole boards in a good place without people walking by you every time. Or
Yeah.
so, but that you're not going to have that problem. You do just about anything here.
Yeah, this is a
So,
great spot.
so
All right, let's go to my listing in St. Mary's.
okay, I can do that. Let me get over there.
This one is I always call it Hollywood, and I probably get in trouble. The mailing address says Mechanicsville,
Right.
but I think this, as I posted on something the other day, this is like Oakville, right? Like that's what it is. It's between this. We used to call it Sandgates. It's between the two Sandgates. So
It looks like the house is, I don't know, it looks like a face to me. It looks like it's smiling at you, like,
okay.
come on in.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a ton of square footage above that garage. They put in a kind of like an additional, I don't know if it's a bedroom or an ensuite or whatever it is, but there's definitely, it's a big open room with, and kind of like they use it as an office, right? What's really cool about it, and I know we might not be able to see it, but the master bedroom has access to the bonus office space. So they ran an office there, and they would leave their master bedroom, go into their office and work, and come back into their master bedroom. So really just a great use of the floor plan. I thought it was pretty smart. You can see this one shows up really nice.
It does. Is this vacant right now, Chris?
What's that?
Is this vacant right now?
Yes, it is vacant right now. It is fully available right now and vacant. They have moved on to their new dream home, and this is a 5-bedroom, 2.5-bath house. Now, like I said, the square footage. I mean, we're talking with finished square footage is around 3,000, give or take. Okay, and another thing that you don't know about this is it's actually lakefront property.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know. I forget the name of the lake. It's called let's see here. I think it's called Forest Lake. And I didn't even know that was the name of it, but it's located, you see it when you head north on 235. It's on your right-hand side. There's people out there fishing occasionally, etc. So this goes right down to the water. This one also has an in-ground swimming pool outside.
Okay.
So you'll see that the outside on this one, although the pictures I don't think do the outside space justice, it's phenomenal. I mean, it is really, really nice. But you can see, look at the kitchen, really beautiful.
I love how they broke it up with a different color tile in there, ceramic. And it matches the counters. It kind of
Yeah, it looks
coordinates with the counter.
it looks
So
really
that's
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in every house you see today, everybody's got this big island that just kind of plopped down in the middle of the kitchen. This gives you that same effect, but also ties it back to the kitchen. So it's kind
See,
of a room
that's what
divider.
I like, this view right here. So like the
Yeah.
family room extends all the way to the front. So it's one big open space, and then the kitchen's open to that space. So it's really,
Okay.
really, really terrific. I'm a
Okay.
huge fan of this house. And then you still have a formal dining room right through in the front, you know?
Okay.
So
That's nice.
yeah, this is a
Gives
sharp
you.
house. It really does. It looks really nice. Powder room right there behind the kitchen, and across from it's like a little butler's pantry kind of thing. So that's really
Okay.
nice.
Well, that's kind of nice in an older house. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Um,
they've done a terrific job. Some of these are the bedrooms. They look really good. Good size rooms. Again, it's 5 bedrooms, I think.
Yep,
So
5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, I believe. And
yeah.
I think the one thing that I noticed is this is a big lot. So what do you know about the lot? Is it all wooded, or is there a
No,
lot of
so this
open?
one sits back off of Chaffee Court. It sits back a little bit further, and it's on the lake, so it's private as all get out. It's got a newly paved circular driveway in the front. Um, this is really a terrific house, and for the right buyer, I mean, they should jump on this one because I think
Mhm.
it's really a nice opportunity.
A couple of
Um,
pictures back, we saw the laundry room. It was huge.
yeah, huge
The
laundry
laundry.
room. I was hoping you could get to the master. I think that's the bonus room over the garage.
Okay, okay.
So
Yep.
that door
So
that you see goes into the master bedroom through the closet there.
okay. I lived in a house once where we had that bonus room, and the builder actually called it the frog, and I
Yeah,
didn't know what he was talking about. And then he says it's the finished room over the garage. So
yeah,
I was like, ah. And now
yeah.
I
I've
say it
heard
when
that
I'm
before
showing
too.
houses.
So
So
yeah,
this,
so you can see the master closet, and then you kind of come through here, and I think it's going to take you into the master bedroom. I hope that's
there you
it.
go. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So you can see you go in through. It's kind of like a secret room, right? The secret room. So yeah,
Okay.
look at the size of this master bedroom. Hardwood floors.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Nice.
looks
That
terrific.
is.
I
That's
love it.
huge.
Yeah, and I think they're going to go into the master bath here. Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a selling point if there ever was one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check
Mm-hmm.
out that shower.
The tub is huge.
Yeah, it's
Looks like a
really
Jenner tub.
nice.
So
Yeah, really, really nice bathroom. It's kind of a
yeah.
spa. So you can kind of see here what's going on. There's the hot tub back there. The pool
Mm-hmm.
deck, this is beautiful. So down by those pergolas, you walk down to the lake. It's actually very, very nice.
Wow.
So there's your unfinished basement, so you can finish it and add extra space.
Right.
I think that's probably it for the pictures on that, Bill. That one looks good.
Okay.
You can see all the room that's in there. It's a huge basement, huge. But
Right.
um,
So yeah,
so
that's a
anyway,
nice property. I
yeah,
like that
that's a
one.
nice one. Those are our 3 properties this week for Calvert, St. Mary's, and Charles County.
And I
You got
think
anything to add this week, Bill?
um, we've been in because of inventory, and I started to mention this before. So right now in St. Mary's, there's, as of literally 10 minutes ago, 294 available properties. Calvert has 309, and Charles has 395.
Yeah,
Those numbers are really low for this time of year.
it's
Um,
half, Bill.
right.
It's
I
more than
mean,
half.
so houses that are going on the market are not usually staying on the market very long. I'm talking, 7 to 20 days tops.
Well, our average days on the market, and I think I may have said this last week, I think is somewhere around 40 right now,
Mhm.
right? So, which is normally around 60. Now, I know that sounds
Right.
like, okay, 40 days is a long time, but you got to remember that includes some of those foreclosures and things that have been on the market a really long
Right.
time, right?
Right. You have them wild cards that are 400
Yeah.
days, right? So
So we are, I just had a call this morning with some agents all across the country, and in this group call that we do, and I got to tell you, it's not just here. Inventory shortages are a national issue right now.
mhm.
They're just not. There's not houses available. So honestly, and I mean this sincerely, if anybody out there is even thinking about it, I know you hear this all the time. It's not a sales pitch. If you're
Right.
thinking about selling your home, now is a good time. Like it
Right.
really, really, really is. Like
Right. Right.
I
And
don't know how
I
to say it any differently.
I think a lot of times people are, you know, I know I need to do this to my house or that to my house, and I don't have the money to do this or that. You know what? Let us tell you what your house is worth. You know, give us that opportunity to tell you what it's worth in today's market, and we can give you ideas on how you can do the things you need to do to make it ready to put on the market at a reasonable price. I mean, some people think, oh, I got to spend $220,000, and you don't. You really don't.
No, and you know, Bill, I'll throw this out there. Century 21 has a partnership with a company that we can bring in that can do repairs and bill you at closing. So there are opportunities that we can do here where you're not, you know, not stretching your pocketbook now until you settle on the house. So
Right. Right.
there are, I
And
mean, it's just a good time to sell a house right now.
well, and I think, you know, you keep hearing this whole, it's a seller's market, buyer's market. So today we're in a seller's market because inventory is low.
Technically,
We're
yeah.
also in a little bit of a buyer's market because interest rates are great right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you put it on paper, we're absolutely 100% we're a seller's market, right?
Mhm.
But the opportunity to purchase right now at the
Mhm.
rates that are available are just still phenomenal. I mean,
Right.
we're right around 3%, man. I
Right.
mean, like,
Mhm.
I mean
I had
that
a I had a
is
buyer last week that got a quote at, without buying any points, got a quote at 2.62,
wow,
which is crazy. I
wow.
saw that and I got a
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Um,
so I mean, so I guess the bottom line is if you're thinking about selling, the opportunities are there now. We're marketing and we're doing things like these videos to try and get people to see our exposure to the listings that are out there and what's available. So we'd love to help you. You know, we have a team of agents or
mhm.
Bill and myself would be happy to help you as well. But we can make this work for you. So
Right.
I'd love to
And
have you.
I think the other thing, Chris, that we need to make sure people understand is that um, everybody always thinks that we just want to sell them the house, or, you know, sell their house, or, you know, have them buy a house from us, or, you know, and yes, we do. I mean, that's our business. That's what we do.
So, right.
But we're also here to be advisors to you because we see this
Yeah.
market, we see this, you know. So if you just want to know what your house is worth, give us a call. If you want to know, you know, is it a good time to refinance? Yeah, it actually is. It is a good time to refinance. I've noticed a lot of people are talking about with this whole COVID thing, you know, and this whole forbearance, and should we, you know, should we
Right.
do that?
Right.
You know, we can give you some information, and better yet, we can put you in touch with people that's their job, right? That's
Right.
what they do for a living.
Right.
Um, we have a full network of people that we work with almost daily.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
we want to make sure that you know, are, sure that, that you're, getting the right, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, the right information from the right people.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that's what we do. You know, we provide information and that's, you know, we're advisors, and that's a great way to put it. But well, look, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, and next week we'll rattle the cages with different properties that we put on as well. So we'll come up with some different things, and
mhm.
and
Well,
if
and
you go
I'll
ahead.
tell you, you know, one thing that we really haven't advertised is when we post this, because you posted to the team's page, Facebook page, and I posted to mine, and I'm sure all of our teammates, you know,
Right.
do as well. If you have questions, just
Yeah.
comment on, ask us questions, or ping us on our Facebook pages or whatever. Um, um, I know I'm, you know, guilty. I spend way too much time on Facebook. Um, um,
Well, that's a
not
part of
not
our job too. But
Right, right. Well, I wish I could say it was just a job.
yeah.
It's all the food. That's what I like about
Yeah,
it.
I know. Well, look, no, you're exactly right. Please comment. We'd love to hear your questions and anything you're interested in talking about. We'll be happy to do that.
Mhm.
And if we have to do a special conversation that's outside of this with you, or we can even bring it up on video and do it that way as well. So we're here to help. With
Mhm.
that, thank you very much, and we will see you next week.
All right.